Welcome to FilmFanatics.tv. Need to know latest Hollywood news? Then stay tuned. Want to be part of the industry? Keep listening. Just a fan? Like us. Stick around and discuss. This and much more is coming up on FilmFanatics.tv.
I yelled out, "Oh, there's the wrong one." Okay. I was setting this up and I forgot it's supposed to be me and you. That's all right.
Salam Dustan, everybody.
Okay, all right, good.
Salam Dustan.
I am going to quickly, that's our first guest, by the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna introduce ourselves to him in a little bit. There we go. All right. I goofed up already. First, right out of the gate.
All good.
All right. Hi, Marlena.
What's going on?
Glad
Salam
to see me?
Dustan.
You glad to see me on the camera? I know?
Yes.
Okay.
If anybody doesn't know what I'm saying, it means hello, everyone, in Persian.
Oh, cool. We're going to learn about that in a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Film Fanatics. We actually haven't done a Film Fanatics all summer.
I know. Where have you been? Oh, my God.
I've been watching the movies all summer. Have
You have.
Have you seen any good movies this summer?
No.
No. So you've been way too busy.
Oh, the new Spider-Man.
You did see that?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I love that new
But
Spider-Man.
you had to see the other. You had to see the one before that in order to know what was going on in this one. You didn't?
I didn't watch it.
I did. Well, I actually.
Actually, I saw a little bit. Just Zendaya.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know.
Tom Holland is one lucky. I'm not going to. Okay.
He's a good guy. He's a great actor.
Very
He's a
good.
great person, and he got a great girl.
And she's a great actress too. Or
Right?
actor, whichever way you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tonight's all about the movies and the movie industry and actors. And our first guest, who you just saw, is a professor at Emerson.
You let the cat out of the hat, man.
Yeah, well, I think it's out of the bag, but yeah.
All right, got it.
The cat wears the hat. The cat in the hat. Okay, right. All right, whatever. Dr. Seuss, one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was a great summer for movies. They had some really amazing blockbusters, The Odyssey, others like that. Fantastic cinematography. And it's nice to see people back in the theaters again, enjoying themselves and, getting out and, supporting the industry.
Yes, I love that you said supporting the industry. You have to support your local actors and actresses and putting them in something. So that's why the purpose of this show tonight is to talk about that and what it looks like in the industry so far. But I actually want to talk about WWE and how they've been in the theaters as well.
WWE?
The wrestling.
In the theaters? What do you mean by in the theaters?
You get to watch the live.
Oh, yeah. The
WWE.
live events. Well, you can watch them on TV too, right?
No, but it's just better in the theaters.
Okay. I mean, really? Really?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe, I guess. If it's not in your city, fine. You're talking about the WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a once a year special event. So okay, I get that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
All right, cool.
That's fine. But they do a lot of things now, like in the theaters. They do opera, they do Broadway plays, they do special concerts. So yeah, in that case, I can see that.
I haven't seen a play in a long time. So the last time we actually saw it was in February.
New York,
Yeah, we went to New York.
Yeah, right. We saw what? We saw two plays?
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen? No, that was the year before.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Great Gatsby this year.
The Great Gatsby. Oh, my goodness.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
We love going to Broadway plays, guys.
Yeah,
just so
we
you
do.
know. We like going to Broadway plays in New York, but we like them in Boston, too.
Mm-hmm.
But New York, of course, there's nothing like it.
No.
Oh, except for the West End in London. Okay.
I can't relate.
Yeah, well, neither can I. I've never been there. But I'm saying, that's the equivalent in Europe. That's the equivalent to Broadway here.
All right.
Okay, so that's good.
So see that.
Speaking of movies, we get a lot of we get the season for the Oscar buzz movies is coming up. That usually starts like late September, early October. So if you know it's an October release or early November, they're thinking possible Oscar. And then you have a couple of Oscar releases at the end of December that they want to have. They'll release it for a couple days just so it's in this year, so it's eligible for the Oscars in the 2027, the 2027 broadcast or nominations. So this one that we're going to show, this trailer, is definitely not going to be nominated for an Oscar. I pretty much guarantee it. But it's going to be probably a fun family event to go to. More than likely, let's see. I got the right. Okay, yeah, I get the right one. So if you want to go out, spend your last weekend before Labor Day weekend going to the movies, this will be a great one to take your family, the kids, your older brother, whatever, just take them to the movies, have some fun. Date might be a good date movie too, from what I want to look at. So we're going to take a look at this. We'll come back, talk about that real quick, and then we'll interview your first guest. How's that?
Awesome sauce.
All right. So here we go with the trailer for Coyote versus Acme. Here we go, everyone.
This is FilmFanatics.tv, your source for everything film.
Horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
Name of the case is Coyote versus Acme.
Wile E. Coyote. He is reckless. We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
You've been settling Acme cases for years.
I could probably get you $250 for that.
This is your opportunity to really show people what you're capable of.
These companies think they can do whatever they want. We're sick of it.
Acme, hack you!
Nothing to see here.
We really have nothing.
We both know it would be very unpleasant if anything bigger were to become public.
What is up, Doc?
The Acme Corporation is releasing this film for account purposes only. We do not condone any of the storylines depicted.
This is FilmFanatics.tv.
Okay, that looks fun. I love when they combine live action with animation. I've loved it ever since Roger Rabbit. That was the first one that really was very successful.
Roger
live
that.
action. That was way back, way back. I bet you ask a lot of people that are older, guys, they're still in love with Jessica Rabbit, who was basically a cartoon. Yay! Jessica Rabbit. You still hear the term a lot.
I love that John Cena was in that though.
Yes, speaking of wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bring in your first guest tonight.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. We don't have a drum roll, but we have applause. That's the wrong one too. Okay.
Let's bring in the whole crew, man.
I am just really, okay. You know
Let's
what?
just bring in the
Let's
whole
bring in
crew.
everybody. Let's bring in everybody.
Let's bring in everybody. Let's bring in
Everybody.
the whole clan.
All right, we'll bring in
What's going on, everyone? Salam Dustan.
There we go. All right. I was so prepared that I went overboard. I went to the wrong side. Now I'm underprepared.
All good, my friend, all good.
Yeah, it's still summer, so we're allowed. All right, so let's introduce everybody. Marlena, introduce everybody.
Yes, who is on the bottom of me. Hi.
Do like Hollywood squares. Look up.
Jonathan.
Like
Jonathan, how are you doing, Doctor?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you.
So I met you recently. I was hosting at an event at the Foundry for don't remind me. Deseos by Roman?
Yes.
Awesome. So I actually met her as well, and thank you for the opportunity, Noelle. It was awesome to work with you and to just meet people like yourself, Jonathan, that was in the room, and we started chatting, as I love to do, because that's what Nouveau Networking does, is that we love to talk and get to know people. And Jonathan was telling me how you are in the acting film industry, and we bonded off of that conversation, and you told me that you were a professor from Emerson College. So now he's here for Film Fanatics.
Yay.
So thank you, Jonathan, for being here. Thank you everyone for also being here.
Thank you.
I'm just going to touch base for everybody else too. Joseph, he's also an actor, film, and model. And then we also have Jack, that's also actor, film, and model. So it just makes sense for everyone to be here. Okay? So I do want to
I think I can model a little bit. I think still.
You do.
You're a good-looking man.
You're a role
Jonathan.
model.
You're a good-looking
You are
man.
a role model to your students.
Or just a role model, not a model.
You be rolling.
Check this picture of Jonathan out. Check this picture out. All right, look at that.
Isn't
Look at
that
that.
a good photo?
Oh yeah.
That's such a good photo.
Yeah. We loving that.
Yes.
Thank you.
However, when I do
Is that
want
a rebuttal? Is he not looking good? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Are we comedians now? I guess so.
Yes. Why not?
So, Jonathan, tell me a little bit about yourself and what made you get into the acting and film scene.
Well, I've been acting now for over 30 years, probably like 35 years or something like that. I started in undergraduate school. I went to Clark Atlanta University, a historical black college and university down in Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, when I first went, it just was to go to school, and it was to go to a HBCU. I had gone to a predominantly white high school or what have you, and I just wanted to be somewhere where it was focused, centered around me. And I didn't want to go for like sports or anything. I wanted to go for actually my intellect, not for athletics. So when I went, I just kind of ended up in the mass communications department, but I still didn't really know what I want to major in, so for the most part. So then I just had to determine a major. By the time, sophomore year or whatever, you have to pick a major.
Right.
So I picked public relations. Of all things, I don't know why, because I don't care about the public or relating to it, really. You know what I mean? So why would I do that?
Sure.
However, I grew up in a very, very special time in the renaissance of film, a decade in the 70s, of American films, where, all those American films that shaped film culture to this day, and resonated and made people stars who were like not traditional stars. That's what shaped me. And then also I was very, very fortunate to be in undergraduate school when Spike Lee was coming out and Robert Townsend and the Hudlin brothers, the Hughes brothers, Julie Dash, all these different people that, influenced me. It was a renaissance of black film at that time. And it was black film that showed black people at the top of their intelligence.
Love that.
It could be, a slapstick comedy maybe, but yet it was smart. It wasn't a dumbing down or stereotypical view of black people on screen in America, what have you. So that.
But I see your purpose why you want, I see the angle.
So then what happened was, I was like, you know what? I'm thinking about trying this acting thing out. And one of my boys at home was like, man, it's just like Nike. Just do it. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay.
We love those friends that encourage you.
Yeah.
And maybe that creative outlook, it's not really logical, but it's very creative. And it's like, why not?
Yeah. Because, unfortunately, tragically, we had just lost a friend of ours, too. So one of them was just like, hey, man, just do it. And once I went to the theater department, and I did my first play, I was bitten by the bug, and I just been doing plays ever since.
Wow. So you was just like skyrocketed from there.
Yeah, I just, and I've always been blessed to where I was on the tail end of really, really great practitioners. You know what I mean? Like I'm the younger side of like these greats that had come through that were teaching or directing or, mentoring or whatever. Everywhere I went, I just always fell into that. I've been very, very blessed in that.
And I feel like there's a difference between having someone in front of you that's showing you something and someone that's saying like, teach me.
Yeah.
Right? You wanted to be taught. And that's the difference between someone that is, teach me because I want to be around you because what you're doing, not show me what you're doing because I actually care. I actually want to know.
Well, and then also, I think we all have gifts, right? Everyone has some kind of gift. And I just was fortunate to tap into mine and learn mine because I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was good early. Of course I had to learn, you get better and better.
The mechanic.
You learn more, you get better and better, you know what I mean? And you keep growing into it as you age and get stronger in your, craft or what have you. But but I've always been good.
Sure.
I've always been. It just was something that's always been in me.
And you have to have confidence.
And I think it was. I was informed by those films of the 70s because I watched all that stuff. I laugh all the time going, I learned how to cross my legs and sit from Michael Corleone in The Godfather. You know what I mean?
You got to show some
all
stuff.
Kinds of stuff. You know
we need to show some stuff what you did back in the day and just really hone on that, because I feel like even if we talk about it, we need to see some evidence what that looks like.
Well, that's not back in the day. That's like yesterday.
But you started off, and this is back in the day, huh?
No, that's like 2 years ago now.
2 years ago.
Yes.
But look at you. You're still active, and I think that's so good.
Well,
What is this? What is this?
Well, this is from The Piano Lesson. August Wilson's The Piano Lesson, which
Okay.
is a Pulitzer Prize winning play. August Wilson has a 10-play cycle of the Black American experience in America, of course, through the 1900s. Well, yeah, the 1900s. So I guess that's what, the 20th century. Yeah.
Right.
And this one, The Piano Lesson, takes place in the 1930s. And it's a fabulous, fabulous play. And that play right there, everybody was like, everyone was like, I don't even know what to, just lions, ready to run out the cage, for that play. That was one of the best plays I've ever done. And doing that play actually made me think of what brought me to theater, because I've gotten disillusioned with the business, like anybody else who's
desensitized.
Who's been in it long enough and seen the evolution of it or in the regression of it.
Got it.
Because like I said, I came in on a high note. And a lot of the stuff I see now, I kind of go, for real? That's what we're doing?
Okay.
For real?
Yeah.
That's
because you just seen great stuff. So tell me about this one here.
Well, that's Jim and the Ocean. That's August Wilson's Jim and the Ocean. Actor Shakespeare Project here in Boston. They're doing the August Wilson 10-play cycle, right? Because it's hugely successful for them.
Right.
And because they do about 3 shows a year.
And where is this based out of?
What is that? Watertown. But this is, they do the August Wilson shows at Hibernian Hall. Right. That's how I met Noelle Roman. That's how I ended up there.
Love that. Love
that's how, because she was our house manager. So and she was like, "Oh, I'm a designer as well." I was like, "Well, whenever you're doing something, let me know. I'll come support." And she did her show, and that's how I met you. Because I just try to support artists, especially younger artists and passionate artists who are good at what they do.
We just good at what we do. Like, damn. Tell me about what this.
Oh, well, that's Tony Stone. Tony Stone was at the Huntington when I first moved here to Boston.
So this is a little while ago.
Well, just about 3 years ago. I've only been here 3 years.
All
this
right.
is my 4th year. You keep trying to say back in the day.
I just be wanting to talk about back in the day. What happened back in the day?
But I stopped acting for 9 years.
Did you?
Yeah, I prefer directing. And also, like I said, acting first of all, it's too much work.
Anything is, though.
Let me stop.
Anything is too much work.
If you really are doing it, it takes a lot out of you.
It does.
I mean, if you really are giving it, that's why those greats that we were talking about, Taxi Driver earlier, being Joseph for a minute.
Yeah.
And, Robert De Niro and those guys, they go somewhere inside and they allow themselves to be transformed. That takes a lot.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That takes a lot. And that's kind of how I learned how the process of acting is. It's not kind of skimming or floating on the surface. It's really, really diving deeper, asking yourself the second, third, fourth order question to reach inside and then come with something that is completely, like you wouldn't think that would come from somewhere. You know what I mean?
And I love what you're talking about, because you are a teacher.
Yeah.
You teach at Emerson College.
Yes.
And you're very passionate when you talk.
Yes.
And because you care about what you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
And one of the things that you are teaching is acting.
Yeah. I teach acting and scene study. Emerson is a fabulous school. I mean, it's a communications and performing arts school. It's a hybrid of conservatory and liberal arts school. And the students that come there are on their A game, So I appreciate being. Once again, I've been very fortunate that I end up places that are on their A game, and I'm on my A game. You know what I mean? And so I'm inspired by them all the time. Like I said,
but you're able to at least bring them back in time with the information and the knowledge that you give them. So I'm a firm believer when someone has wisdom, you got to kind of absorb it when they're telling you, because you can't act like you know everything if somebody already went through it.
Well, it's this balancing act too.
That too.
It can't be only, back in the day, whatever. I can't be the old man, get off my lawn. You know what I mean? I have to also go, let's talk about, okay, what do you see or whatever? I mean, like now, like everybody loves Marvel. Like Marvel, I don't need to see another Marvel movie. If it, you know what I mean?
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I don't need to see another one. If Jesus is like, go see a Marvel movie, I say, man, I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's like, I probably won't go that far. But it's like, I came through on for real human experience the drama. Not to saying that Marvel doesn't have human experiences in it, but it still was a deeper thing. You know what I mean?
Like
I came through.
Someone's roots, someone's background, it could be a crisis, it could be a trauma, and the drama within real acting, that's why people went, because you can play a different character. I mean, I can't really resonate with something like that, but when I'm modeling, I have an alter ego.
Of course you do.
So when I have an alter ego on a stage, I'm not Marlena.
Of course.
I'm Victoria. So while I'm Victoria, right, and I'm in
I was going to say Jacqueline, but all right, go ahead.
But while I'm Victoria, there's this side of me that's like, wow, I'm about to take the stage. Like, this is who she's about to be right now, not Marlena. But when I'm getting off the stage, it's like, all right, now I got to go into Marlena. Like, who is she, right? Yeah. So when you're teaching students and you're teaching seniors and they're...
Yeah, seniors. So I've taught every year, but I predominantly do scene study, 1 and sometimes 2 on camera, on 2 for sophomores. And I do, for seniors, the BFA acting track, which is the cohort of BFA actors that stay together for 2 years in a cohort of about 14. So
can you tell me what BFA stands for?
Bachelors of Fine Arts.
Got it.
Yeah. So, a lot of high schools push students towards BFAs now, where when I was undergrad, it was just a BA, a Bachelor's of Arts. And then you go get an MFA, and that means that that's what you are.
For
you know what I mean? When you go get an MFA, and which is a Master's of Fine Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, if you're someone that wants to get into acting and stuff like that, Jonathan's on Facebook. You should hit him up. Or how can someone find you? At least even though you're in Emerson College or whatever.
Well, on Facebook, Jonathan Kitt. I'm there, and then also on Instagram, I'm Kitt Jonathan. At Kitt Jonathan, and you can always look up my website, JonathanKitt.com.
Do you do any workshops at all for the public?
Well, I haven't here. I did workshops, from off and on for many years, Atlanta, New York, LA, Chicago. So I've lived everywhere, because of being an actor, and then transitioning into director. Where now I'm about to direct a show at Emerson College. I'm about to direct Rod O'Hara's Barbecue. And we open October 14th and run through 17th. And it's a hoot of a show. So
I'm really excited for you, my friend.
Yeah. But what was it? I kind of veered off.
Just workshops and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I just, it just depends. It depends on if people are interested, and I find the time and the space or what have you, I would do that. And it depends on just that clientele. Once again, because I've hustled for so long. Now I just kind of just ride it out.
You're talking about hustling. I love that we're talking about this.
I just ride it out now. And just want to live the relaxed life.
Let's bring in the whole crew now.
Yeah.
Because these are also hustling actors, film directors, and people that are also in the industry now and understanding what it means to be fresh in the game, or at least understanding. So, Joseph, I know that you have a background of theater, and you started because your family was music, acting, in the industry, entertainment industry. You did tell me why you got into acting, but would you like to tell the audience why you're still in the game and what it means to you being an actor, since you're still grinding?
Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Safari. Thank you so much for having me here. And yes, that's a good question, because acting for me is a fun, and I enjoy being an actor because I learn a lot from different roles and copy paste to my personal behaviors, you know. And be an actor in the movies, you work with many people and you're learning from them, and you can use this acting skill for creating something for our planet, you know.
Yeah.
And I enjoy
while you're creating.
Yeah.
And while you're creating, you're kind of putting this idea in your head to bring it to life.
Yes.
Do you love that part of creating?
Absolutely. I love that because many times, when I do acting in the films, when I see audience, they enjoy the movie, I enjoy too. You know, is a something make me more happy and enjoyable when I'm acting the film, and when the movie is playing in the biggest screen, and when I see people smiling, they're laughing, I enjoy be an actor, do something for people to make them happy.
So I think there's that relation thing, like you want someone to relate. So if I'm looking at a film and there's an actress that I can relate to, it's much more funnier or much more emotional or dramatic. Is that what you try to do when it comes to being an actor? Like, do you want to relate to the character?
Yes.
Okay. I know you also have did a film recently. Was it not too long ago, or was it recently? Like in the last year?
The movie, Jack, he's part of the team before it sits, and directed with Kathleen Taylor. And Jack, he's the cinematographer, and I'm a main actor in the movie, and it's a post-production. The film is coming out soon.
I see that you guys are in the field.
Yeah, that's Jack.
And this is Jack behind the camera. Who's the lady next to you, Jack?
So that is our director, Kathleen Taylor, who is an absolutely gem of an artist, but an even better person.
I love women in power.
Oh God, she has all of it. She, to kind of go off of Joseph's point, she came to us with the script in, I think it was January or February. And we were just like sold on the story. It's a very thrilling psychological story about Joseph's character, Aaron, who plays a lawyer. He has some issues.
I think we all do.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy, he kind of goes through it, and he goes through it throughout the entire movie. And there's a certain thing that he is battling internally, and it shows throughout the film, but there's a big plot twist at the very end that kind of is a big wow moment for the audience. So yeah, no, that's...
Also, Jack acting in the film too.
Yeah. I also was an actor in the movie. I play a character named Derek, who is actually an antagonist in the film. We actually had a scene together. I don't want to go too specific into it because I'll leave that for y'all to see it.
And when is it coming out?
Oh man, hopefully sooner than later.
Okay.
I know.
So it's in the making.
Yes,
that's what it sounds like.
It's
okay.
So to go off what Joseph said, it's in the finishing stages. It is in post-production. I would say it's in the 90% range done. It's getting there. It's so close. So to done.
Jonathan, you hearing these two gentlemen in the field doing what they're doing, I love listening to people that they're at least getting into in the beginning, starting. Do you like seeing students like that, or just freelancers?
Of course. I mean, it's always about the next generation. I mean, part of what made me, because I had such great, like I said, teachers, mentors, what have you, professors, that's what made me actually go into teaching and whatnot. And it's always about the next being better and going further. You know what I mean? That's just what it should be. And also for me is to encourage them to always think higher order. You know what I mean? To always think there's a social political context or ramification or something's bigger at play. It's not just, oh, I like doing this and I want to be a star. You know what I mean? Or, oh, it's fun. Yes, it should be fun and you should have a good time. However, what exactly are you trying to say? Like, how are you trying to move the world? What kind of mark are you trying to leave? You know? So, I mean, some people get it and they like that and they operate that way, and then some don't, and they want to do their own thing, and that's okay too.
Are you guys trying to move the world?
Maybe.
Are you guys trying to do that? Because I'm a model. I can't really say I'm an actress, so I can't really tell you what it's like to be in the cold, filming, being in the rain, having different types of seasons, having to do hair and makeup changes all the time. Nope, do it again. Nope, do it again. I have my mentor, and I hate it when he tells me. I'm like, do it again. How? Well, how do you want me to do it? But I understand the patience that it comes to editing and having a vision in your mind and bringing it out in real life. So I know both of you are also actors, but also film directors. So Joseph, I know that you said that you started off because it was fun. Is that something similar for you, Jack, as well? Was it fun? Was it something that you wanted to like?
Man, I feel like a kid in the candy store. I'm a film director and an actor, but I always consider myself a director because that's kind of where I come from. That's what my background is in. I come from doing music videos with big-time New England artists like Ben Grizz, Cacique Ortiz. I've worked with Joyner Lucas before.
Nice.
So that's really fun. I do weddings, events. I do a lot across the board. Anything and everything. If you got a creative idea, I'll do it. But over the last 2 years, I would say, I've started to transition more into the movie making scene because I just want, by heart, I've always been a storyteller. And I really just want to kind of go off of what Jonathan said is, I don't really care about being famous or the next Al Pacino or anything like that. I just want to tell a story. Like I'm writing 2 movies right now, both of which I'm really, really in love with. I don't know which one I want to, start filming first because I love both of them so much.
Yeah, you got to check out these pictures of Jack. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
check that out.
Yeah. So, and I also do modeling as well. If you
the middle is definitely modeling.
As you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the one on the left?
The one on the left, that's actually a concept photography shoot with that's the model, very professional Emily, who I had the chance to work with. She was amazing. That was a Hades and Persephone concept that my friend Sarah Gates or Sarah Walsh photography, who came up with that concept, and Abigail Seabrook.
And the one on the
shout
right?
out to them.
Shout out.
And that is me coming up with a Joker costume for Halloween. That was a couple years ago.
I thought it was maybe from a movie.
The Joker is one of my favorite characters of all time.
If you're looking for a Joker, here you go.
Exactly.
I've always loved, playing the bad guy. I think playing the villain, you get to express yourself more, have fun, and the Joker's always kind of been someone who I've, felt not related to because obviously he's psychotic, but just the way he expresses himself.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Those are some more amazing photos. All the way on the left is one of my favorite photos ever taken by the amazing Ryu Lavitz, and the one in the middle taken by my very good friend Bobby Quillard, and then the one on the right also taken by my friend Alexi. All 3 just amazing photographers, but just amazing people all together.
Awesome. Talking about bad guys, right? Joseph, you played a bad guy.
Always.
Yeah?
I
think there's a shot of Joseph as well. But what was this? What was this for, Joseph, since we're on this picture?
That's the movie we talk about it
in the beginning.
Yes.
And this was in February.
Yes. That's the first
Almost
day.
forgot my months.
Yep. That's the first
awesome.
Day.
Here we go.
That's the other short film we filmed in the North End, Boston. Also, Jack, he's the part of the film.
Yeah. So are you the hero here or are you the villain?
I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, the bad guy, huh? I seen this woman. I seen this woman before. She's a model.
Yeah. Stefani, she worked with us a few times. And this short film we filmed in the northern Boston. It was very cold, and Jack was there with us. And this was one of them short film. I really like it. Boston Mobsters.
Mobsters.
I name it Boston. That's the
before it sets.
Before it sets.
Yeah.
Before it sets, the movie we talk about it. And
that's an amazing movie. Joseph gave an incredible performance in that one, and this one too. This was Jury Loves Film.
Yes,
I believe this one was colored paper.
Yes, colored paper.
Paper.
We filmed in the Rhode Island.
Yep.
Also, Jack part of the
We
team.
filmed 2 movies that day, actually.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, talking about grinding, Jonathan. There's grinding out here.
We did the Boston 48-hour film challenge in that
Yes.
location.
Oh, I love those.
We had that location rented out. I think it was from 9 to 1 o'clock. We didn't have a lot of time to film there. I think we were just running and gunning for like 2 hours doing the Boston 48 film challenge for that movie, and then we shot another movie immediately right after that, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I feel like it's a lot of energy. It's like this high that you get when you're just go.
Well, also I think what Jack was saying about being a storyteller. You know, I mean, we all have these stories. You know what I mean, all the way, you know, from the hero's journey. You know what I mean? We all have these stories. And once you get excited about your story, like he says he's got 2 now, and even that the film festival he was doing with the 48-hour one, you just get excited and you just do your thing. I mean, you know, and you just and you want it to be good. You know, you want it to be good quality.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to be. I mean, I tell my students all the time, there's a lot of bad actors. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of bad work. It's a whole bunch. It's only a little bit of good actors. It's only a few.
Yeah.
It is only a few good works, for real. And then you got to ask yourself, where do you want to fall? You know, you got to ask yourself, where do you want to fall?
I think there's this threshold of being honest with yourself and being aware what works. Like you said, you were good at something and people were like, Jonathan, you're good at this, keep going. Versus someone not being honest with you, like, yo, just drop the ball, man. Like, just drop it.
And the funniest thing, I would meet back in the day, I would meet a young lady and be like, oh yeah, I'm an actor. You know, especially back then when it was like not a whole bunch of everybody saying they're actors.
Oh, so you guys be doing that too, huh?
You say
y'all be telling that to the ladies?
Actor, but they would never believe. They'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Then they come see me. They're like, oh my God, you're an actor. I told you that. So then they're like, well, people always say there's something, or a lot of people say that.
Take notes, everyone.
Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of people say they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was, like I said, years ago now.
I think that's the whole thing too. Like everyone's saying that they're a model. Like,
I think now
Instagram model.
because of social media, yes.
Look at twitching.
We just hit on it. I think now we're in a world where everybody just says they are something and they really believe it.
Don't be killing.
And they pass it on to other people.
You can't be killing nobody's dreams. Let them dream a little bit. Just look, I'm slamming the table. Let them dream a little bit. I'm gonna let you dream.
It's okay if you dream. Be asleep while you dreaming. Don't come talking to me, telling me this while you awake. Be in your bed, snoring or whatever else. Then you can be whatever you want to be in that dream.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Jonathan. If you're gonna dream, stay dreaming in your sleep.
Yeah,
my
goodness. Rested.
I'm gonna use that.
But it's funny. I actually just shot a 2-day. I was an actor on a 2-day shoot down in New Bedford, Mass, over the weekend, and it was this brother, and I don't really know too much about the work. They need to send me all this information, but what he told me about the pieces, it's like 7 of it's a series, and it's about when people from the continent of Africa move to the United States or are brought to the United States, how something changes in them. And that's what the whole series is about, you know. And I was playing an American, Black American, and just kind of comic relief kind of guy. But it was kind of this deep thing he was shooting. I was like, okay. It just I was impressed with him saying what it was. And then I knew his wife, who was a writer, who just finished a show over at Company One called A New Era. And New Era is about Black women in the suffrage movement in Boston. So once again, it's higher order. You know what I mean? And you want people to enjoy and be entertained, but learn and take something away and think and challenge themselves.
Substance.
Exactly.
Do you guys, you guys can agree with that?
And challenge
100%.
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, Joseph, what are you up to next? Like, what's the next thing? Now that you're bringing out this film, are you still going to be acting and other stuff, or are you going to stay director?
That's a good question. My newest steps is I'm writing the new script for the short film, and I take a step back a little bit for acting, and I focus more on directing. Also, I'm so excited for Boston Fashion Awards.
Talking about that, both of you are going to be models there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You've recruited them, huh?
Yes, I already have. Not for the Well, you're not even gonna be there, so you're gonna be out somewhere else doing your thing. However, Jack and Joseph are going to be. I didn't pick this on purpose. I didn't pick Jays to be on purpose.
That's all right. They're all Jays. Oh my God,
so
Jonathan, Jack, and Joseph.
That's a movie right there.
Right.
Wow, there you go.
Jonathan, Jack,
Three
and Joseph.
Stooges.
No, hell no, not that. Jonathan, Jack, and Joseph.
Actually, you know what?
Maybe we rob an armored car. Or
we have a reel for Joseph. You know. We have a reel for Joseph.
We have a reel.
Yeah, why don't
Let's
we play
show a
that
reel
reel
for Joseph.
Let's play the reel.
Awesome.
So, and today we have a group, and this is an open group for everybody who would like to share with group from them feeling or emotion. That's the part of the hotline service, and my name is Joseph. I'm the coach here with you guys, and I would like to ask you guys, please share your feeling, your thought with the group, and everything you're sharing here is a safe place to share. I know you guys have different background and different culture, but I'm sure there is something between us to help and support each other. All right, who would like to share with Guru first, please?
We always draw that gorgeous and beautiful. No matter what, you are my pride. Ride or die. I love you forever.
Don't touch her. Do you understand me? I'm already dead.
Damn you, Amir. You don't get to die. Not after what you've done.
If you arrest me, she dies.
Wow. Look at that, Joseph.
Thank you.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a Hotline short film. The Hotline, the first clip. I write it and directed and with the student. I work with the student for this short. It's a 15-minute, and I submitted in the Boston International Film Festival. And the last film we watched is a short film about the two agents. I'm a bad guy again. And yeah, that's I direct them and I write them and direct them.
And I know there's this distinction of, I love that you're getting yourself out there. Just talking as a friend here. Like, I love that you're getting yourself out there, especially one thing that you did tell me, your language barrier. However, Salam Dustan.
Salam Dustan.
I feel like it's important for people that do have a language barrier to understand themselves in a different role. I see that bad guy, but what would you really want to, like, what type of actor would you really want to see yourself being other than a bad guy? Would you want to see someone from your country coming to America? Like, I'm getting creative here. I'm thinking off of my head. I'm not really having a script here or anything like that. But what type of film would you like to see yourself in?
The interesting about this question is, yes, I have a language barrier. And when I moved to United States almost 9 years ago, I did not speak English at all. So that was one of the biggest challenge for me to start doing acting and directing in United States. So I work very hard to learning new language and new cultures, which here, United States. And I start acting professionally in Boston. And I wrote a script couple months ago that's exactly about the challenging someone who moved to United States with language barrier challenge. I wrote a script and I'm going to make a short film. It's a funny short film about a person who moved to United States and who want to do best for his life, but because he has a language barrier, he cannot move forward to achieve his dreams.
Because of the language barrier.
Because the language barrier, and when I have a language barrier, and many times a miscommunication between me and other artists, they make it more difficult for me if I want to do movie. Yeah, Jack, he understand me because he work with me. You understand me because you work with me. But if I want to work with someone new, it's challenging for me to work and explaining myself to the new artists. And I wrote a script about it, and I'm working on it.
Why I asked you this question, because a lot of people that are creative and that actually speak a different language, and English is not their first language, they actually have this fear factor. Sorry, I'm like spitting everywhere. There's this fear factor of not challenging themselves because of this step that they have to break through, right? And you didn't let yourself stall, I guess, or stop yourself from achieving your dream or a goal that you had. But you came from this background anyways. But I love, Jack, let's put you in the frame. I love that you are alongside Joseph and you help each other, essentially. You were just helping him on the production now. And I love stuff like that. I love people helping each other.
Exactly.
Whether it's, hey, I don't know this, can you teach me? Or like it's so funny because Joseph was writing notes and I'm like, just chill a little bit. You know, we're gonna have a flow of this. But I get it. I get it completely because you're understanding what it takes. And I feel like we can all resonate with that. People need to understand what it takes to be in the game a little bit. You have a different background than me, but I took mentorship. Mentorship is very important to me. I feel like if somebody has knowledge and they're willing to give it to you, you can't take that for granted, right?
Right.
You learn from each other. Or like you said, you worked with so many big names. You were just dropping some names, but the only person that I knew was Jordan Lucas. I was on a music video when I first started as a model. I did a couple music videos, but I loved being the leading actress, right? I love to dance. That's what I do. But I wasn't those dances like the video vixen. I'm a dancer, all right? Like a ballerina hip hop dancer. That's what I like to do. However, you got to understand your dynamic. And I love your guys' dynamic. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But now you're going to be a part of the Boston Fashion Awards. And I just love that for both of you because
Thank you.
When it comes to acting and modeling, I feel like it's like together.
Yes.
Like you have to understand your poses, your physique, and then your acting, your personality. I took 1 or 2 acting classes. They wanted to sign me right there. I said no.
So you talk about the fear, right?
I did talk about fear.
So fear and comfort zone, because Jonathan said just do it. So I have a language barrier, and many times my biggest challenge is a language barrier. But when I communicate with you today, I explain it to you. I have a language barrier, but I don't have a fear.
Love that.
That's why always I inspiring, encouraging other artists. When I meet someone new, they said, I'm good at modeling and acting, but I have a fear. I said, just do it. Jonathan say it, just do it. Just come to fashion show. Just come behind the seat. Just come helping us. Be a volunteers. Do something past your comfort zone. Before move to United States, I live in Turkey for 5 years. So Turkish is not my language. So I have to learn new language to be a part of the artist community in Turkey for 5 years. So when I moved to United States, same thing. I didn't know English, nothing. So I have to learn. So comfort zone is one of the biggest challenge for artists because they have a fear be in front of the camera. Yeah, I have accent, I have a language barrier, but I do my best because I know many artists like you, Jonathan, Jack, Mike, you guys supporting me, lifting me up. As an artist, I believe we should help others artists to lifting up. Yeah, I'm talking to Jack, I'm talking to you, Jonathan, and many people. Sometimes I'm in the texting message to Leah or other mentoring. You talk about the mentoring. I don't have a shame to ask for help because my focus is growing, learning, changing, and helping other people to pass the challenging time, because I feel it. The empathy and sympathy is very, very important as an artist.
And what's interesting about, fear, fear is a good thing because you're feeling something. And also that means you also care about whatever it is. I mean, fear is also a motivating factor as well. And it's okay. You just have to walk through it. You have to step into it. You know what I mean? And learn. But fear is okay. I mean, it's a natural human emotion.
Yes.
And you have to kind of connect with that and see where that lives, and also what is that like and why is it there, and then you move forward.
Can you agree with that, Jack?
100%.
Yeah. So since you are an actor, you are a model, but you want to present yourself as a director, what does it mean when you're telling someone that is an actress or an actor how to step out of fear? Like, what does that mean to you?
Honestly, I would tell them that it's completely normal to feel. It's a human emotion, fear. Like if you were to tell me that, oh, I don't get scared, I'd be like,
you a liar.
You a liar. Yeah. But no, I would tell them, like Jonathan said earlier, do it anyway. Scared, do it scared. Nervous, do it nervous.
So I love that you guys are talking about fear, because I just seen so it's applied knowledge and power, and it's fear, like the word, but in each like F means one thing. So it's fear, false evidence appearing real.
Yep.
False evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
So what we even think in our head isn't even real sometimes.
Yeah.
And we don't even have tangible evidence to even be like, wow, am I a bad actor? I didn't even try any films yet.
There's a lot of bad actors. There's a whole lot of them. I'm not going to never not say that.
But they tried.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference
tried.
between someone that isn't that good and someone that didn't try at all. If you never tried at all, you will never understand if you're good or not.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Also for big.
Hopefully you try something else. Hopefully you just stop.
If you're not a basketball player, you're not a basketball
Jonathan,
player.
you are the filter for that, right?
No.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
do you get how do you feel when you tell somebody they're not good enough?
Well, no.
That's a tough one, right?
Well, I don't say
you don't say
I don't say that.
You leave that for someone else to do, right?
Yeah,
I'll leave that for the casting agents and everybody else.
But usually, like I said, I'm very fortunate because where I am, everybody's really good. And then we can talk about
That's true, Emerson, right.
What we talk about is what we see in other, like, because they go see everything. These young artists, they go see everything.
Ooh, I love that you're mentioning this, because
you know what I mean.
Right.
We talk about it.
I love that you're saying this, because for Nouveau Networking, why I created Nouveau Networking is because of soft skills. Just introducing yourself. Hey, how are you? My name is. That's a perfect introduction to meet someone like you, Jack, to meet someone like you, to meet someone like you. However, people are not understanding just trying different things that work, that don't work, but being around professionals. We all have all have an ego.
Yes.
And while we're having an ego, it's not our amigo.
Ego is not your amigo.
And I'm saying that because Joseph said that. It's not our amigo. The thing is, why we sometimes have that ego, and I'm telling this for a reason, because soft skills are very important before you become a professional. But before you become a professional, you're an amateur. But you don't want to tell yourself, oh, I'm not good, but I can't be around professionals. How are you going to get good if you don't want to be around someone that knows what they're doing? And then you get your ego hurt because you don't want to be around them.
Well,
there's a lot in that comment.
Well, we're sitting around this table. Everybody's sitting around this table. You're in a field that you're going to get 1,000 no's before you get one yes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. You're going to be told no. You have to have a thick skin. You're going to be told that you're not good enough.
I don't like being told no.
You have to expect.
Well, guess what? It's in the English language. It could be either yes or no. It's 50-50.
It is.
You know what I mean? And you're going to get more no's. That's just what you might even be the perfect person for the job, but guess what? They want Alex. They don't want you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not.
You heard that, Alex? They want you.
It's not just.
But I'm gonna be following you, Alex.
It's not just you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it's. No. I always tell. I'm about to direct this show, so I'm always telling them it's your job to change the director's mind. Because of course, in my head, I have what's in my head, or who might be the one, you know what I mean? Who I go, they might be the one I'm considering. It's your job to come in to make them go, oh my goodness, I never saw that person. Well, I never thought of that person, or whatever.
Can you guys agree to that?
Or
I can actually to kind of go off of that, Jonathan, that you said it perfectly. I've done, music videos where there might be a big budget behind it that might require some models or some extras, dancers, whatever. I will do Zoom calls, interview people, like have in my mind like what I want this artist to look like. And I will, interview them, talk to them, and then like they're wonderful. They do great work and everything. But at the same time, sometimes from a director's perspective, it's just not 100% there and it doesn't work. And that's okay. A lot of these professional actors, like even the big actors, like you go to an audition. It's not like my agent, Tina Canary, she told me it's not our job to book gigs. It's our job to audition for gigs. The audition is the work. You have to audition. Go in there. Don't be like, oh, here's my comp card. Oh, hey, please follow me on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Like, look at me, pick me. Well, you can't be doing that because you got to go to the audition, work, leave, go to the next audition.
And then also leave an impression in their mind. It may not even be that gig. It's the next one that I go, you know what, I met this guy, Jack. He would be perfect for this. Sometimes it's not even the gig you're auditioning for. You're auditioning for the next one or the one after that.
You know how many big time actors had Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight? He auditioned, I think he auditioned for Batman. And he obviously didn't get it, but he ended up getting him a role that, rest in peace, won him an Oscar.
Iconic role, too.
Yeah, iconic. You made it iconic, exactly.
Yeah, I have the same experience many times, a lot of times. I auditioned for movies, but they give me a different role.
Yeah,
they give me a different role. Sometimes they said, oh, you are good to be an assistant director, not be in front of the camera. So okay.
Well, yeah, and
touching that, how do you, so when you're receiving that type of information, how do you feel someone should be thinking, not how they feel? Because sometimes we feel hurt or rejected, but instead of that, how should someone feel or think when someone's like, you're not good for this, but I want you to do this?
They still want you.
They still want you. So one of the biggest challenge.
You made an impression.
Yeah, one of the biggest challenge, I believe.
You hear that? Even if they said no, they still
it's
want
okay
you.
If they say no. It's okay. I got the rejection million times, times.
All of us.
And some opportunities that you didn't even ask for will come your way. The movie we worked on before it sets, I was basically brought on to be the cinematographer, nothing else. And she eventually asked me to be an actor in the role. Like I think we did like a script reading where one of the actors couldn't make the reading and I filled in for that actor and I was just going hard on it. And
that was your time to shine.
I always say, Marlena, the best place to be is in the room, right?
Exactly.
The best place to be.
And then she eventually asked me, hey, do you want this role? I said, let's do it.
But my question is, who shot after that? Who was the film?
So that's like, funny.
Hey, come on, actors
shot all best.
We had
look at like Clint Eastwood and all those other actor directors. They do it.
I would say 90% of this movie. I would say 90%. So the movie before it sets, the one me and Joseph are in that's coming out. I would say 90% of the movie is me behind the camera.
Yes.
We have the other camera operators, Kat, who's the director, and her husband. And we basically kind of like, I showed them a little bit like, oh, hey, this is how I want you to kind of get me in as I'm walking in. Like, I really want to go over what the scene was, but we'll wait till the movie comes out.
Yeah, nice.
But you're giving pointers, and I think that's the perfect thing as a teacher, but as a student at the same time, because you're trying to adapt and be flexible, and not a lot of people can understand that. They're like, oh, I don't want to do this right now.
So for that movie, before it's set, I'm a main actor. Also, I'm a producer for the film.
Nice. Nice.
See?
That's where the power lies, actually. So I'm always like,
I was going to say, the producer has more pull than the director sometimes.
So the
actor's a dime a dozen.
Yeah, they offer me acting as a main actor for this film. And then when I had the meeting with the director, she said, I want you to be a producer. I want you to build a team. That's why I communicate with Jack, Mahesh, Oksana, and we build a team. But I was a main actor, not the producer for beginning. And the director, see, always I'm sharing with artists. perfectionism is one of the biggest, I don't know how to explain. It's biggest the challenge for artists. You want to be a perfect. No, you cannot be a perfect. If you want to put yourself out, you are going through many rejection or many different, maybe different roles you don't like. I was auditioned for the different movies and they said you are not good fit for this role, but I have a different role for you. So the other role they give it to me much better than first role. I enjoyed the second role. So because I know I have a challenging time, but I put myself out.
Wow, that's good. Well, Joseph and Jonathan and Jack, it's great having you guys here.
Hey,
I want to say,
1,000 of the dozen, right?
Yeah, right. I want to thank Alex Basayo here, who is also an Emerson graduate. Yay. Yes. Thank you. She was engineering tonight. Thank you, Alex.
Emerson Mafia, the Emerson Mafia in the house.
Before we have to log off, I do want to just let everyone in the audience know we are all producers in our own story, and whether you are producing one in real life, curating one, it's okay to use people that are beside you, get information, get knowledge from them, pick their brain and see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And mind you, I didn't even know they were all directors until today. So I'm also a director and I'm going to be talking to them just what can we do in this industry and make it better. So fellas, thank you so much for being in the El Mundo Boston house, because that's where we are at. Thank you to Performer Media and Television for being the host for this evening, and Film Fanatics TV. And I do not hope this is our last, but hope for many more. Okay, gentlemen? Thank you, Alex, for engineering for tonight. And see you soon.
Thank you for directing us tonight.
You got it.
Arrivederci.